What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, YouTube? Right now, you're hanging with Mrjackson. We doing a game reaction. I know it's been a minute since we did a game reaction, but I had to do this. I came across it when I was scrolling down my YouTube video. They recommend this video to me, yo. The name of the video is "The Real Reason Why Video Games Suck Now." And this is the person right here, man. Y'all can go check him out. Blue Dunner. This video right here is good. I guess he just started his YouTube channel. He's starting off good, y'all. It took me like 6-7 years to get to 1,000 subscribers. But we about to go ahead and get into this video, man. See what it's talking about. I saw just 2 minutes, y'all. In that 2 minutes, he had me hooked. I said I got to do a reaction to this video. But let's go ahead and get into it, man.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Mr. Jackson. Let us go.
Games don't hit the same anymore. It's a saying we're constantly hearing from gamers every single year. Yet, if everyone is sick and tired of modern video games, then how does the industry continue to make more and more money every year? In this video, I want to find out why gamers have been feeling.
People already know why they do that. People, I'm gonna give y'all a little slight why I think what most video games do, y'all. Y'all already know they got these investors, and these investors want to make 3 times what they put in back. So they pre-loan these games and turn it into a chore for you to do different things in the game, so you could pay more money. If it's moving too slow, they try to get away for you to pay more money to get to you where you gotta get to faster. Cause you know some people got that much time to be playing games, but like with skins, mounts, and all that stuff, that's all different ways you can get money in the game. And they don't want to make a regular short game, y'all, because if they do that, that means it's gonna be like back in the days. You gotta put out a game probably every year or every other year, and they don't want that to happen, y'all. They want pre-loan the game so they can make so much money. It's like they did on GTA 5. The game been out by like 12 years, but all the other GTAs before that came out, I think, every 2 years. But let's get back into it.
Feeling this way because if games are bigger and more advanced than they've ever been, why are we so unhappy with every new AAA release? Why don't games hit the same?
Because it's not fun no more.
I have 3 theories that I feel are incredibly compelling.
You feel
Come
weak.
with me as we put them to the test, starting with theory number 1. I call this theory the Boardroom Theory. Essentially, everything from always online requirements to unfinished buggy games to the trend of every game feeling like a live service or having a huge open world, these are all the result of the economics of building video games. But what does this mean? Well, allow me to explain and simplify this down. See, as gaming has grown, so has
the online service. You got to pay a lot of money, y'all, and most of your online service, you have a lot of people that's working for you, so you got to pay them too. So that will make that why these games is so long, y'all, and that's why they make your character so weak and stuff like that, so you can spend more money. And that's why they come out with these different companions and mounts and stuff like that, so y'all can spend more money so they could pay their workers and the server fee, and have plenty more money in their pocket.
The cost to make video games. Let's use Call of Duty as an example. In 2007, the budget for COD 4 was around $100 million, including marketing. 2009's Modern Warfare 2 cost around $200 million.
Double.
Fast forward over a decade, and the budget for Black Ops 6 marketing alone is more than the entire budget for the OG MW2. And this isn't only for the most popular games. The data shows that, adjusted for inflation, the cost to develop a video game 10x's every 10 years. Now you're probably asking, how and why is it so expensive? Well, for the how, let's say you own a game studio in sunny Los Angeles, California, where many are located. You need employees, and the average salary
Who would want to go there? You know, California is already high. Why would you want to? Why would you want to put your main bill in California? It's already expensive there.
for a game dev is around $120,000. Depending on
Dang.
your level of experience and role, this can be higher.
Yeah, them
or
devs be making
lower,
way more
but
than
if you
that.
want
Some of
the
them.
best talent, be prepared to go higher.
Yep.
Now take that salary and multiply it by 100 to 500 people, the average team size for a AAA video game like Spider-Man 2. Even on the low end, you still need an
Millions.
office, support staff, equipment, health insurance, and perks to be competitive against other companies and attract the best employees. Now multiply all of that over 3 to 5 years between game releases, and you can
But just like I say, man, I can't say it's always the devs' fault. Just like I said, these investors, they be rushing these games, but the devs be trying to tell them that the game not finished and it's not ready. But still, the developers be the investors be rushing the game to get put out because they want that money. That money getting low. You missed the deadline. We don't like when you miss the deadline. Put it out there and use the people as test dummies.
see how these budgets end up being massive. But why? Why do you need all of that? Back in the day, we got 5 Halo games in 10 years,
See?
3 GTA
Every
games
2
in
years.
5 years, most
See?
with teams smaller than 100 people. These days, we can't even get a GTA title once a decade. But that's because these games have only gotten
Yo, this is
bigger
crazy.
and more complex. I mean, look at the jump between GTA San Andreas, GTA 4, GTA 5, and Red Dead 2.
Like every 2
Or the
years.
jump between Last of Us 1 and 2.
Damn.
Still don't get it? Let's use your imaginary game studio again as an example. You think your game is fun, but you're told by executives that graphics
And then they so lazy now. They remaking old games now. They can't even come up with an idea or anything for new games because people stepping up now. People talking now. If the game trash, they're gonna let you know it's trash. It's gonna be all on the internet. Worst game ever. Worst game ever. I see a new developer come out with a game every year. Worst game ever. Even the triple A's get the worst. The double A's they doing better than the triple A, y'all. That's crazy. And they got way more people.
need to improve. The world needs to feel lived in, and people need to feel like there's great value in buying your game. So make everything bigger. That goes against your gut
That's crazy
as a
right
game
there.
developer,
I know, right?
But that's what the focus groups are telling you to do. Now you plan to
I'd rather have it smaller and funner. I'd rather for you to come out with a game every 2 years than make a big game with a server. Especially in these days, man.
improve NPC AI, make your map bigger, and fill it with more details. You work to improve graphics and want to develop a story for characters in a multiplayer shooter. You grow your team, but you can't just throw money at the problem. Too many cooks, and it's a planning nightmare. You
Yeah.
need to get more time. 1 extra year turns into 2 or 3. Now you're burning through cash, and the executives say,
Yeah.
no more. It's time to release.
Yeah.
And your Concord, $200 million down the drain.
Hey, Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. You know, one of the perks about having 4 kids that you know about is actually
This is why
That would have been me, but I would have been so mad. Like, mad. Like, I lost all this money, yo, for what? But these people are taking a chance, yo, and they know the rules. Sometimes you take a chance, it'll come out good, amazing. And sometimes you take a chance, you lose everything.
the world's biggest game publishers have shifted their strategies. Remember how Activision used to publish a ton of games? Many were smaller projects with small teams and small investments. None of these small projects were guaranteed bangers, but if a game did pop off, like the Tony Hawk series, for example, it was an amazing return on investment.
Yep.
That is called the shotgun approach. But over time, as games became more complex and more expensive to make, they needed safer bets that were guaranteed winners. So they shifted to the sniper approach. Make one game from a series that is already massive, huge budgets,
Make sure
huge
it hit.
teams, huge profits. Now, this change in strategy has come with a price, often at
Yeah,
the
it do.
expense of creativity, polish, and even the ideas themselves.
You can
Because
gain
of
or
huge
lose.
budgets, executives put pressure on studios to ensure they turn a profit, sometimes by any means necessary.
And be rushing them.
It's created a business model that revolves around monetization, microtransactions,
Yep.
endless DLCs, and season passes. That magical
Microtransactions.
fantasy of escaping to another world
That's the
is
killer
gone
right there.
as soon as the game stops everything to ask you to buy the latest battle pass.
Yep.
Look at Assassin's Creed, once a historical fiction action-adventure game with stealth and parkour. It's now become an RPG with subpar combat and a leveling system that forces you to grind the huge, empty open world.
See what I'm talking about?
Artificially increasing the amount of
That's
time.
what I'm talking about. Oh, he was about to explain to y'all. That was say, wait, it will come. But yeah, they pre-loan these games. And then every year they come out with like different skins and all that stuff. SP grind, all this stuff. I mean, awesome. They put so much stuff in the shop that make you want to go, let me go check it out. I probably need to go ahead and buy this. So yeah, my SP could double this. And this week I could get to end game quicker. Stuff like that, man. Like they know how to get you, They hire people for that.
Time you play. Want to skip the grind? Well, you can
See,
buy
skip
XP
the grind.
boosters or
The
buy
one I just got
armor
them
from the
talking
in-game
about.
item store. And of course, there's a season pass too. The result? More time during development spent thinking about how gameplay works with microtransactions and less time focusing on fun.
Yep.
It's not about creating
It's not fun no more.
groundbreaking experience anymore. It's about keeping players on the game and spending more money.
Yep.
But it's not just about how they get you to spend money. When so much is riding on each release, studios avoid risks. They stick to the same formulas and the same franchises because that's safer than trying something new. This creates a cycle
was
where
my-
innovation takes a backseat
the remake.
and games start to feel repetitive and boring. It's why
Yup.
there's so few new game IPs popping up.
Nope.
I mean, just
Yep.
ask the developers at Naughty Dog about how difficult and daunting it is to build a brand new IP.
Yeah.
Just don't do it.
We're in a world of
I told you.
never-ending sequels.
They remaking
remakes, and
everything.
remasters. Even if you do get a
Remaster.
publisher to fund a new idea, they'll still want to reduce risk, so the game studio is forced to tweak their idea into a live service or change to a popular genre, battle royales, hero shooters. Sometimes they'll be forced to slap the name of another more established franchise onto their game idea, kind of like Marvel Rivals. Plus, like I
Oh,
mentioned
my
before,
goodness.
the skyrocketing cost to make games means that in the effort to maximize the money they make, many games hit the market completely unfinished, instead relying on post-launch patches and updates.
I just got to talk about
feel
that.
complete.
Forcing
Games
them to
like Cyberpunk
put games out.
2077, which released in such a disappointing state that it was pulled from the PlayStation Store. But
Yep.
why?
It was bad, boy.
That release happened despite
Bad.
developers telling executives that the game needed more time and would miss holiday sales. So they pushed it out, got in trouble, and eventually fixed the game years later. So
They
the Boardroom
they
Theory
lost so much
gives
money
us a
too, yo.
game industry that is unsustainable. Think of it as the Ouroboros snake, or in this case, a business model that feeds into itself. Games made for profit over passion, but you're thinking, Blue, I don't even care about this stuff.
Yeah,
I don't
2K,
pay extra
yep,
for
that
skins
got
and
worse,
play a
y'all.
variety of
The
titles.
game trash now,
Why don't
2K.
games hit the same for me? Well, my friend, that's where theory number 2 comes in. The second theory is called the entertainment shift theory. See, video games have changed, going mainstream over the past 2 decades. Just
They
look at
did.
the increase of gamers over time. What was once a niche hobby is now a universal pastime, with developers aiming to appeal to millions of people. Everyone from the hardcore gamer to the person playing Candy Crush on their daily commute. We're also living in the age of entertainment and social media
Yep.
attention economies, where platforms and creators fight for every second of our time.
Yeah, trying to
So
go
because
viral.
not everyone is a hardcore
Everybody trying to
gamer,
go viral.
when trying to appeal to the average person, not only do video games have to fight movies and TV for your time, but the internet as well. This has shaped not only how we experience games, but also how they're made. Take content creators, for example. Platforms like YouTube and Twitch have turned gaming into a spectating activity, almost a new form of entertainment. Some of the biggest names, think Tim the Tatman, Ninja, or Valkyrie, have millions of fans who watch them play rather than play themselves. And because of this shift, games are now developed with an emphasis on being streamable or shareable. Because if a game can't be in your hands, Marketing executives at least want the game on your mind. I mean, haven't you
Yep,
ever
that's smart
wondered
too.
why
That is
couch co-op
smart.
modes have pretty much disappeared from modern games? Online multiplayer isn't the only reason. The explosive growth of live streaming gave gamers a whole new way to connect with games, making couch co-op become less and less of a priority. So resources were diverted towards making games as clippable as possible.
That's crazy. That is crazy, y'all. He breaking it down. That is
In
crazy.
this world, nothing is as it seems.
This is sick, y'all.
Yes,
This is
the video
sick.
games can clip farm too. In fact, Fortnite is a great example of this. From the beginning, Fortnite's bright visuals, fast-paced action, and endless in-game events made it the perfect game for a younger audience that could be found on YouTube and Twitch. The game slowly built itself into a platform to create moments that are fun to watch and easy to share, like surprise crossovers with Marvel or Star Wars characters. In many ways, Fortnite is as much of an entertainment experience as it is a game designed to go viral.
Yep.
Speaking of going viral, to keep up with the demands of the
And they becoming like robots. They coming out with so many different games you could play on Fortnite. See, I was never really into Fortnite. I tried it a couple of times. You'll see a couple of videos on this channel, but I couldn't get into it, y'all. Like other people, y'all. I too much don't like PvP games, y'all. I like PvE games. Players versus AI. PvP games I don't really like because it's always a way you could cheese online with other people. It's always like a build that it's a cheese build, or it's always a way to glitch and do something. People always figure that stuff out. So that's why it's like never fair to play online against other players, especially the top players, because they always know a way. I ain't gonna say everybody. Some people is good at the game. Some people is, but it's always a way to cheese. There's so many streamers that got caught cheating and cheesing.
the attention economy, games are now more like live events. Developers release new updates, timed events, and limited time modes to keep players engaged, even adding real-world entertainment experiences directly into games. Remember the Travis Scott concert in Fortnite? That was a groundbreaking moment, not just in gaming, but in entertainment. Over 12 million players logged in to watch, making it a huge
My son
success.
he
This
logged
event
in.
blurred the lines between gaming and a live performance, creating a spectacle that was meant to be shared, streamed, and rewatched on social media.
Yeah.
But for some players, this shift makes games feel less like a personal experience and more like a commercial spectacle.
It
Since
is.
then, games like Roblox and Call of Duty have started to
Just
bring
got to
more
talk
and
about
more
them.
of the real world into their virtual world.
Yeah.
Games which once felt like an escape from the real world are now more of a blurred line between the two. But live streams and real-world crossovers aren't the only way gamers interact with games. Social media also plays a huge role in shaping our relationship with video games.
It do
Back in
too.
the day, you'd go into a game with very little idea of what to expect. Maybe you'd see a trailer during an NFL game or on Spike TV after
Yep.
Star Wars Episode 3 rolls credits. Maybe you'd hear about it at the lunch table
Yep.
at school.
And you can watch YouTube, yo. You had to go out there and buy the book. You had to go out there and buy the book if you want to get through some of that stuff, yo. Figure some of those clues and stuff like that. Some of those clues back in the days was horrible. Like Resident Evil, I had to buy the book to Resident Evil, y'all. 2 and 3. I had to buy the book to get through that game.
Or through a promotion with Mountain Dew. Maybe if you knew where to look, there'd be forum posts about it online. But now, by the time a game launches, you're served via algorithms, walkthroughs, Easter eggs, spoilers,
Yep, you
reviews,
see all
and
that before
hot
the
takes
game
all
even
over
come out.
Twitter, Reddit,
Some
and
YouTubers get it
TikTok.
before the game even
Heck,
come out.
Most of the time, modern games have huge controversies months before release. It's
Yeah.
incredibly hard to tune out all the noise to the point where it can shift your idea of a game's popularity or even its quality. Think of a time where you saw a really funny clip that made you buy a game like Lethal Company, or a time where you saw a hot take that changed your mind on buying a game. Did you drop a TikTok clip into the group chat as a way to get your friends to buy Pal World or Helldivers 2? And let's consider Elden Ring. Within hours of its release, the game was everywhere on social media. Boss fights, builds, secret areas, and strategies were dissected online, transforming the experience. For players who got served Elden Ring content, that mystery and discovery that used to define older RPG games started to feel like a shared public journey rather than an individual adventure. In a way, social media made the experience more social, but it also changed how personal and immersive it could feel. I'm not saying this is a bad thing. More access and information on a game before you spend your hard-earned money is a good thing. Shout out to Rad Brad for his playthroughs back in the day. If you know, you know. I'm just saying that we have twisted ideas of a game's fun before we even boot it up and install the day one patch.
Yeah.
And then there's short form content. Think TikTok and YouTube Shorts. These platforms have trained us to consume content in seconds, making it harder for games to hold our attention if they're slow-paced or complex. Gamers today expect excitement right away, and many games now cater to this demand.
Yeah, they do
Think
too.
of Call of Duty Warzone's Rebirth Island map. The game drops players straight into a map 10% the size of the standard Battle Royale map, with the ability to respawn in seconds compared to the Gulag and buyback system on the standard BR map.
Dang.
This creates intense firefights, keeping the pace fast and stakes low. There's little downtime, just constant action to match the quick consumption culture that
That's
TikTok
crazy
and
right there.
short-form platforms have popularized. For players accustomed to this instant gratification, this can make the slower-paced big battle royale map that Warzone offers feel tedious,
I'll be
slow,
trash,
and
y'all.
even boring. So to wrap up the entertainment shift theory, we need to understand that we're left with a gaming landscape shaped by the demands of social media, streaming, and short-form content. And games are designed to capture attention, deliver shareable moments, and often prioritize spectacle over fun. For some, this evolution is exciting, a way for games to stay relevant in a fast-paced world.
Like big
But
streamers
for
and
others,
YouTubers probably.
it makes gaming feel different, less personal,
Boring.
and less immersive, almost like it's
You get bored
designed
quick.
for someone else. So now that we've talked about theory 1 and 2, let's move.
All right, y'all. If y'all want to see the rest, y'all could go check him out on his channel, y'all. I don't want the video to be too long, man. But he got some points, y'all. He hit it right on the head, a couple of times. Well, not a couple of times, most all the time. Cause like everything I was talking about before, he started talking, he started breaking it down to y'all. All right, y'all. This is me from the future, y'all. I had to cut it short because I started rumbling, talking about other stuff, and I ain't want y'all to hear all that stuff, man. I'm gonna get right to the point, y'all. He is right, y'all. He is 100% right, y'all. Right in my library on my PS5, y'all, I have over 600 games, and I don't want to play none of them. Right now, I'm waiting for PoE 2 to come out. December 6th, y'all, on PS. We got to wait till the day it come out, and I'm going to get the cheapest key. The cheapest key is $30, y'all. I'm going to get that and give it a try, y'all. And most of these walkthroughs I be doing, especially with these like AAAs and stuff like that, I be wanting to get through the walkthrough so quick because it's too long. Like Wayfinder, I just finished that. I don't know, like some of these like AA games, like Metro games and stuff. I be loving them games, y'all. I'll be like, oh shoot, my videos be like almost 2 hours long, but games don't see the same like it used to be, man. It don't seem fun, y'all. It's like you're putting your hand more in your pocket, y'all. But let me know what y'all think about games in these days in the comment, man, down below, man. Just let me know how y'all feel, man. Cause other people, just like you say, other people like fast-paced games and stuff like that. They don't mind spending money and stuff. Want to get to the end game quick. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to do all the grinding. Cause these games are real long. But I'm like that on 2K, y'all. I'd rather get to 85 or quick as heck. I spend that extra money to get to 85. But most of these 2K games that came out lately I'll be done with it in 2 weeks, y'all. And I spent like probably over 200 hours on the game, and I'll be done with it in 2 weeks. So that's a lot of money I'm wasting. But let me know in the comment how y'all feel about games in these days, y'all. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I see you. Peace. I'm out.